I'm Jessie Allender, and this is my Cooking Nutrition Connections. And today I've got a weird one for you. Today, I wasn't planning on doing this today. I did this earlier. I showed everybody how to dry some oregano. I spent $3.50 on this bunch of oregano that I bought it fresh, and I've had it hanging from the pipes on my ceiling in my garden unit here in Chicago. It's dry and it's ready to go. It's time to put it in the jar. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that today. There was some impetus for that because I opened my back door, which I do every day, to my kids wanted to go outside in the backyard to play. And I did that, and unfortunately, secondary to my neighbor being, she's very civic minded. I must grant her that. She's doing a lot of great work for a lot of different communities, but she doesn't take care of her own house so well. Yeah, that was an angry, judgmental statement. But she doesn't. She's got I guess they inherited the house from a relative. I don't know, but they've got a pond in the back that has gone unmanaged for a couple of years. It was unmanaged when I moved in last year, and I talked about it. And it's unmanaged this year, so it's mostly mud, but it's very wet, and it's just standing water. And so why is that relevant? Because when I opened my back door to let my kids go outside to play in the backyard where they're safe, a swarm of gnats flew into my home, into my kitchen. I've dealt with them a little bit, and I was worried that they were going to infest my oregano. So I took my oregano down, and now I need to strip it. It's ready to go. So here it is. I have a piece of parchment that I'm working on, and I have the oregano sticks. I'm going to save both parts, but I'm going to just pull the leaves off the sticks, and then I'm going to make a pile of the sticks. The sticks I'll use, I could use them to skewer meat, put a shish kebab on them, and then put that in the broiler. Or what's a lot simpler than trying to stick it through, though that does give better flavor, is you can just put them in the bottom of the roasting pan or in the saute pan, and get all that good flavor in with the meat or the vegetables, while still, another way. So I just keep them separate. I'll wrap them up in this parchment, and then I've got this jar to put the oregano in. Again, this was $3.50 worth of oregano. It's not organic. I don't even think it was, it was a mighty bunch. It's fresh. It's from Hyde Park Produce. It smells divine. As soon as I'm finished, I'm gonna rub my hands through my hair to get all this perfume that's ending up on my hands, so I can keep it, because it smells really refreshing. It's actually helping to relieve some of the stress I'm feeling about those gnats. And my neighbor, who again I'll say is very civic minded, she even ran for alderman. Here come my people. In fast, in fast, in fast, in fast. Run, run, run. Carry that over my floor. Carry that to the front door. Yep, another 100 gnats just flew into my house. So we won't be using the back door. I don't know how I'll be taking the garbage out until that gets cleared up. That's really unfortunate, don't you think? I'm trying to be kind. They weren't there yesterday, granted, but I did talk to her about the pond about 3 weeks ago. And what are you going to do about that? How are you going to close it up? Because it has to be dealt with. And that's when I found out that they inherited the house and they don't, really can't take care of it. And I'm like, well, you own the house, you own the property, you have a big giant backyard, which is such an asset when we're all on lockdown, and you guys don't ever use it, and you're not taking care of it, and that's not okay, because standing water breeds mosquitoes and gnats, and I don't even know what gnats are. Are gnats baby mosquitoes? Are they gonna is my house full of mosquitoes now? I have no idea.
But
So
it is full of mosquitoes.
Yeah, we have mosquitoes that come in, but not in clouds. And there's clouds. So it's really unfortunate. So I don't know if I'm gonna cook.
We live in a garden unit.
We live in a garden unit, right, Coco?
And a really deep one.
No, it's not. We've got lots of light in the front room. There we go. So now all the leaves are off the stems, and my person is standing next to me. And so now, how many jars of this am I going to get? I'm not even going to put this in this jar. Well, I am, because I want this on my spice rack. And
what
then
is it?
It's oregano.
Oregano!
So it was $3.50 for fresh oregano. I'm going to jam it into this regular size spice jar. And then when I go to use it, I'll rub it between my hands into my dish.
Spice box.
Okay, so there's one jar. Now let's get another jar. No, please don't. Put that away. Thank you, baby. Oh yeah, they're everywhere. It's so gross. Okay, so I've got a lot of cleaning I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days, it looks like.
I wanted to see my face.
Oh, uh-huh. Okay, so here the rest goes into another jar. Oh, it's not full if I crush it down. That's a what is that? That's, I think, an 8-ounce jelly jar.
Oh,
full.
wait! I want water.
All right, so there's that, and then I'll save these sticks for roasting meat, all wrapped up and safe, and I'll put lids on my jars so they're wrapped up and safe. And my people my people are getting a little crazy, so I'm gonna get out of here.
Hi! And you don't remember me, my name's Coco, and I go to school.
Okay, out. Stop that, bud. Take him with you.
My name is Martin.
His name is Martin. So that is how, and that's probably, I don't know, big leaf oregano. How many dollars? Probably $10 worth of, if I bought it in new jars. I think I did a savings there, but I've got my package of sticks, my jelly jar full of extra, and my spice jar full for my spice rack over there. There's my spice rack that I keep in the kitchen. Thanks so much for listening to me rant and rave about my irresponsible neighbor, and if you have any tips on getting gnats, a cloud of gnats, out of your house, I'd really appreciate it. The kids I'll keep, the gnats need to go.
Yeah,
Thanks so much. Take care.